Can't do it. You need Jesus. We all need Jesus. We all need Jesus.
Guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. So I usually have a whole morning routine before I actually go on the charts, but today I'm gonna go straight into the charts because my father gave me a task, and you know parents, I have to go do whatever he has to do. So right now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna analyze London kill zone. It's actually way before London kill zone. I usually analyze London kill zone later on, like before the beginning of London kill zone, but I'm gonna do so right now so that I can actually look for setups on my phone while I'm doing that task and all of that, right? So that's how I'm trying to maneuver all of this. I was very annoyed the fact that he gave me a task during London kill zone. So it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, he doesn't know that, so it is what it is, right? And then let me just share with you guys my daily goals quickly before I actually move on to the charts. It's read the word and pray, which is my morning routine. Of course, I don't have these workout in any no, I just read the Bible and I speak to the Lord, right? And then from there on, I'm gonna read price or demo trade. By the way, if you guys know, I am currently in a phase where I'm demo trading. I'm not going live no matter how much you would try to convince me. I'm still demo trading because I'm being patient. And then from there on, I'm gonna have to hit the gym. Today's cardio day. Then I'm gonna watch ICT 2022 mentorship once again. And I know a lot of people would be like, no, bro, but you got the technicals covered. You don't need to watch ICT, this and that, this and that, and this and that. And what I have to say to you is, the first time I watched 2022 mentorship, I did not understand it. The second time I watched 2022 mentorship, it was like I was watching a whole new, whole new series that I've never watched because of my level of understanding. Now that I have a greater level of understanding, I feel like if I go and watch the 2022 mentorship again, I am going to hear things that I never heard the first time, the second time, so that's why I'm watching it again, right? And then from there on, I'm going to read this book right here, Badass Trader, right? I know I said to you guys in the last video that I'm going to read the property book, but as I was reading that book, bro, I realized that there's nothing I'm going to do with this information. And that is the reason why I did not finish the book the first time I read it. But honestly speaking, there is nothing I'm going to do with the information, so it is what it is. And then my next goal is to learn touch typing. Now, if you guys do not know what touch typing is, it's basically the proper way to type on a keyboard, right? Because I've realized that even though I can type on a keyboard like everybody else can, but it's pretty slow. So I have to learn how to type fast, right? Where you actually have to, I want to learn how to do all of that. So I'm having a course there here on YouTube, a free course that is teaching me how to touch type, right? The proper way to type on a keyboard so I can type faster. And that is it, to be honest. Let us go to the charts now. Guys, what's good? So today I'm going to show you what I'm looking at in price. Let us go on the DXY first, actually. The DXY, and go on the daily chart of the DXY. Yeah, let's just hide all of this. You guys are going to see this in the lower time frame. Right? Today I'm actually very confused about where price is supposed to go. However, one thing that I've realized, right? So we have broken structure here, right? And then we are trading within the parameters of this fair value gap, right? We have this little mohawk situation where price just traded through the fair value gap, right? So this makes me uncertain of whether we are bearish or bullish on the DXY, right? But when that's the case, I use other pairs to confirm, right? So look at the GU. If you can see GU did trade into this fair value gap. I don't even think it went through the consequence encroachment of the fair value gap, right? It's a big word, but it just means this middle line right here. You see, it didn't trade through that. So on GU today, I would actually expect higher prices, right? So on DXY, I'm expecting lower prices, right? Meaning that on EU, I would also expect higher prices, right? So that is my bias for today. I have a bullish bias for today, right? And it also broke structure here, but there's no fair value gap to trade into really, right? Okay, we have this one, but after this we broke structure. Anyways, let me not confuse you with all of these stuff, because my bias could be wrong for today, right? My bias is actually unclear, but I'm more bullish than I am bearish, right? So these highs are my drawn liquidity. So let's go on the 1 hour time frame right now. So on the 1 hour time frame, I'm looking at this fair value gap, and I'm also looking at this sell stops right there, right? So if price doesn't respect these fair value gaps, then I'm expecting it to respect this sell stops. And I feel like this is where you could have a what's this called, the turtle soup setup. You know, you put your stop loss below the low, and then you probably target something there, right? These buy stops up there, these are going to be my target. But of course, we don't trade turtle soup, we look for entry confirmations as, so it is what it is. So right now in London kill zone, I'm going to see how price reacts off of this fair value gap, right? If you go on the lower time frames, okay, price just tapped into the fair value gap, so I might be looking for an entry somewhere this side, you know, maybe within this fair value gap too, if it so happens that price comes in and gives us an entry in that fair value gap, right? If price does not, then I'm expecting an entry below these sell stops right there to go higher. And that is me for today, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm just going to look for all of these on my phone while I'm busy doing the tasks that my dad is doing. And then when I come back, I'm going to watch ICT. Okay, so let me show you guys why I took this demo trade. Yes, let me tell you why I took it. So on the 5 minute, you can clearly see that we got a 2022 entry, 2022 model, right? We've tapped into the fair value gap, of course. We didn't respect this 15-minute fair value gap, so let me just remove it. But we are respecting the 1 hour fair value gap, right? And then within that 1 hour fair value gap, what we got is that we got this fair value gap for the entry, right? And then I put my stop loss below the order block, right? That's what I do. I don't put my stop loss below here because sometimes, you know, emotions get there. And then price also reacted off of this breaker block, if you can see, right? But that's not what I was looking at, but you can see that there was a breaker block right there, right? And price reacted off of that breaker block. But that is basically my entry. And then 2 to 1, this is 2 to 1. So this is where I take my first partial. I'm going to take 50% off the trade, and then I'm going to let the trade run until the 5 to 1, which is my ultimate target. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah. So that trade was a loss. This is what it is. Part of the game, 1% loss. We are still going to take many more trades. This one doesn't matter, but yeah. So I feel like I'm done. I'm just going to journal the trade right now, and then I'm going to clean the house and prepare to go to the gym. That is it. So guys, I'm going to journal the trade right now, and it was a loss. It is what it is, right? So I'm just gonna journal it. I took the loss. It is what it is. I think my bias was wrong for today, and it's okay to get it wrong. You must give yourself permission to be wrong. That's how you learn. Right? So I'm just gonna journal it right now. Make sure that you guys journal all your trades, because I promise you that is where the progress is made. The progress is not made watching ICT. The progress is actually made in your charts when you study on your own. So just make sure that you do that. Always. Guys, ICT is the new retail. Look, price took my stop loss and went in my direction. Guys, they changed the algorithm, guys. Guys, I'm telling you, they changed the algorithm. Despite the fact that this fair value gap held and we are in optimal trade entry, they changed the algorithm, guys. Like I promise you, they changed the algorithm. Just look at that. Guys, ICT concepts are not effective anymore. What? Yo, I'm done. Look, I'm not actually done. I have 3 sets. This is my first set. I'm gonna relax and then go for the other set. Guys, I just come from the gym right now and I'm about to watch ICT. A lot of time has passed because there are builders at my house and I just have to keep on guard for them, because that's part of the task that my father gave me, right? Another thing is that I want to encourage you guys to always seek to become better. Always strive to become the best version of yourself. No matter how much progress you make, no matter what little success you achieve, I still want to encourage you guys to always seek to be better, because once I started seeing a bit of progress, I started relaxing, right? I'm not that seeker. I saw myself. I'm not that seeker who was grinding for knowledge, who was trying to become a better version of himself. I'm not as focused when I'm watching ICC as I was before, and that is very alarming, and I just want to warn you guys from that. So one thing that made me aware of this is actually this book right here. This is my favorite book. I always read the quotes that I've underlined because there's so much that I've underlined. So I just want you guys to listen to this. I will persist until I succeed. Nor will I allow yesterday's success to lull me into today's complacency, for this is the great foundation of failure. If you allow yesterday's success to lull you into today's complacency, it is a great foundation for failure. So make sure that you're always trying to become better. Make sure that you're always striving to be the best version of yourself.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so it seemed like I get so much, I don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but you're so fucking whack. Always get caught up in love, but now you're done with that. I can't get caught up in love, so now I'm, flexing on my exes.
So this right here marks the end of this video. And if you've made it this far, please subscribe, bro. It's clear that you like my content, dog. It's clear that you moving with me, bro. So just subscribe. Don't be stingy with the subscribe button. Don't be stingy with the like button. And if you made it this far, just so I can know that you make it this far, please comment down something philosophical. Something like, to choose doubt as a philosophy of life is akin to choosing immobility as a means of transportation. Something philosophical. I don't know what you guys can write, but I'm pretty sure it might be a very, very cool quote. Cool quote. Okay, I'm just gonna write it. I hope you guys can hear what I'm saying. Cool quote. Yes. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Have a nice one, guys. Peace.